Welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this all new video. Excuse me. This video is entitled Why Monique Does Not Deserve Extra Pay and Monique is Putting on the Show. Now, as of late, comedian Monique has put on an act and has garnered a lot of attention because of a Netflix deal. And with the Netflix deal, she rejected. And so she called herself calling black folk out about boycotting Netflix because she was getting paid, I think, about $400,000 or $500,000, and she had a problem with the pay. And she called for a boycott. She's been on a lot of shows, black media, of course, places like The Breakfast Club and other radio outlets and talk shows, and even made the rounds on The View and other places. And so I'm here to offer my opinion about it. And I've been listening to different sides. Some sides think that she should get that amount and how black actresses are underpaid. And then there's been other sides who disagree and say that she shouldn't get paid. I'm one of the sides that say no. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, Monique has been out of the public eye for a lot of years. She hasn't did no major stand-up movies or anything. She's been in movies, but she's not a comedian who is hot right now. She's not a hot comedian. I know she compared herself to Amy Schumer. And before people jump down my throat, I am not an Amy Schumer fan. I'm not an Amy Schumer fan. Don't like her comedy. Think she's garbage. But she compared herself to Amy Schumer in her $11 million deal. Amy Schumer is a popular comedian. She does movies. She's done TV shows, and they're very popular. They've made money in the box office, some of her movies. So that's why she has the deal. You have other comedians on Netflix who have specials, like Bill Burton and other comedians. They don't get paid as much as Amy Schumer either, and he's a white man. So she compared herself to Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. These are comedians, again, who are hot comedians. They're very, very popular. You know, these comedians are popular, and they sell, their acts sell, they bring ratings to networks. I think Chris Rock has hosted the Oscars. So, you know, they're popular. Monique, she decides to get herself blackballed. You know, whether people agree or not, but she got blackballed to where she's not really doing much entertainment. But I agree with Tony Rock. Shout out to Tony Rock. He said that, you know, start getting your game going, you know. Start going into smaller venues and building your name back up. She doesn't want to. She wants to go the route of, you know, put a race bait and say stuff like, you know, there has to be a protest, and, you know, she's underpaid and she's asking for people to boycott Netflix. And it was a business deal, not really a race deal. So Monique, she is garnering up attention on purpose so that she could be hot. But in my opinion, Monique should have, because she has much more of a name. She's not like an amateur comedian. She's not an amateur comedian that's just coming out and she's trying to build her name up. She already has a name. She will sell out. Believe you guys. Believe this, people, black people. She could sell an audience still if she goes to a comedy club. If she does just a regular old comedy club and they book Monique, Monique knows this and other comedians know this, she will sell out. Because she has a name. She's been in film. She's done stand-up comedy specials and all that different stuff there. So Monique will sell out. So anybody that's thinking that she's not going to sell out, she will. Just like Cat Williams. Cat Williams has a new special on Netflix. But again, when you have a name and coming out, if you're a comedian that's up and coming, that's maybe difficult. You may have a difficult time because you're trying to make it in that circuit. And I know a lot about comedy because, you know, I tried to break into comedy before. So I know how stand-up comedy could be. So I know about booking clubs and all that stuff there. So she's trying to get more money. They're not going to pay you over $1 million, Monique, when you haven't been out that long. Maybe if you would have sold and did this act, maybe a following act, you could have made more money. I would have agreed with her. So all this Jada Pickett and all them are teaming up, and you know, having her back. And I'm listening to Tariq Nasheed say, you know, they're messing with Monique. You know, he's going to defend Hollywood anyway. He's Mr. Hollywood. So he's going to defend anybody that's in Hollywood because he figures he can get them on this Hidden Colors thing. So that's why he's not going after Monique. So, you know, we need to just stand back, separate what's important and what's not important. Monique is a famous comedian still, by the way, people. She's a famous comedian. Monique could go to a stand-up comedy club, an average club, and get a cool $30,000 to $40,000 and above. If she goes to bigger venues, she could sell out. That's how Kevin Hart started making his money. Kevin Hart, believe it or not, was making his money because he was started doing a stand-up circuit. He started building his name back up, and he was making money off that. Cosby does the same thing. So, you know, I'm just going to stand back and see how this all rocks. Like and share this video, people. Peace out.